Big experience with beginners and professionals, so I have kind of like mixed audience, and well, it's helped me to analyze many actions and movement more detailed because of them. And I want to base our lesson today on some exercises which will help you to understand your arm movement and coordination. As well as I will explain you very simple structure, the way you have to move your arm, and it's just based on the very basic arm movement. And also maybe we'll go through, I hope we have a time for discuss a little bit more the energy and the feeling into it. So first of all, I want to start with some exercises. I took it from my dance course, Dance with Anna, so I will share here with you some of them. And for me, arm movement and beautiful arms in Latin dancing, it's not all about the arms and the body movement. I'm also more concentrate on the spine and the shoulder blade. So for me, the beautiful arm is as well as it's a beautiful spine. So for warm up, we were gonna start with the exercise, and we will start with a very simple exercise. We'll move our both arms. Just open your elbows to the side, and now squeeze it back towards your body, towards your rib cage. Again, open and close. Now, we're not only gonna move our arms side to side. I want you to pay attention to my back. So when you open up your elbows to the side, you're kind of stretching your spine. Now, when you start to move your elbows towards your body, I want you to activate your shoulder blades on maximum. And again, stretch your spine, squeeze, stretch, squeeze, stretch, squeeze. So basically, I have a main action in my spine, and my arms has a reaction to my body movement. And that's a very important topic for the arm. And now, when we have an arm action to the side, let's say a very basic principle, when we have a cucaracha or we just doing rumba walks, we'll right now do like not a small exercise by points. So 4 points I want you to pay attention to. So we're gonna start with the elbow. Try to move your elbow, stretch it to the side, not backwards, not forwards, keep it to the side. Now, this is point number 1. Number 2, start to have a scooping action with your wrist and move your arm to the side. So your arm gonna be straight right now. This is number 2. Number 3, roll your shoulder blade as well as connect your leg muscle in. And now this is number 3. And number 4, return, bring your elbow back towards your body. One more time. Elbow 1, 2, arm to the side, 3, activate your leg muscle and your shoulder blade. And now 4, bring it back. You can keep your legs apart, and again, elbow, arm, shoulder blade and your spine activation. Bring your arm back. Again, elbow to the side. Now make sure that your elbow and your arm is actually in front of your body. It's not going backward. I already mentioned that, but I just want you to pay attention when you exercise this move. And to the side, arm to the side straight, shoulder blade and your leg muscle activation, and bring your elbow back. Great. This is a structured movement. And I'm afraid if we're gonna dance like that, we're gonna look like robots. And I don't like, of course, nobody likes to see just the structural movement. I'm more about, I like more natural way and natural movement in the arm. But that's your direction, so it's kind of a basic if you don't know how to and where to move your arm. So those points you have to always pass through. And the main point here is always point number 3, when you roll and you activate your shoulder blade and your lat muscle. Because very often, not that often, but some dancers moving the arm totally and they are not aware about the back and about the spine. Especially for the girls, if you have a like low cut in your dress. That's very important action and finish line for your arm action. So point number 3, it's the main key for the beautiful arm action. Now, when we have, and we already know these 4 points and we know the structure, I want you to pay attention to my direction in the arm. When I start to move my arm to the side with the elbow and with my side, my arm is going straight to the side. When I straighten when I scoop the hand and I start to move my arm into the straight position, you see my arm is not in front of me. I kind of have a movement back, side, and when I roll my shoulder blade and my leg down, my arm is facing the front, so it's forward diagonal. And then you can pull your elbow towards your body. So I have a little bit more space, I cover a little bit more space when I have an arm action. It's not just straight to the side only or forward. You have a side, back, side, forward, arrive into that position and bring your elbow back to your body. So I want you to cover a little bit more bigger space with the arm action. One more time, side, back, side, forward. Activate your lat muscle and bring it back. Now, of course, I think many of you know how to keep the fingers and hand position. I just want to remind you, and it's okay if you have a kind of like broken wrist. It's fine, but I prefer a little bit more extension. So through my fingers, of course, for the ladies is a little bit more open finger position, and but I want you to not only push your wrist down because it's a little bit look broken, but it's again, it's all about the style. It's okay to do. I like to feel that my fingers, all my 5 fingers, are stretching and reaching to the side, to the side of the wall. Yes, so I keep my wrist slightly bent, but at the same time I have full feeling that I kind of reaching with my fingers away from my shoulder blade action. And now from here, try to start the movement from the pinky. Turn your pinky and all your 5 fingers, and only then you can bring your elbow back to your body. Do not start right away with the elbow. Yes, so first of all, try to achieve and activate your hand rotation and then bring your elbow back to your body. Yes, one more time. So we have elbow, arm, leg, hand, and bring your elbow back. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, finishing your back, 3. I will turn so you can see my back. And again, we have a side action, arm, finish in your spine. Activate your hand and bring your elbow back. Again, arm action, spine, hand, elbow. Very nice. Now, based on this structure, we can have a different feelings to it. So it doesn't mean that you always have to be in maximum tone. It's all about your current feeling. I can have the same arm movement with the same structure, with the same shoulder finish, but I can keep my fingers very free and relaxed and soft. So that way I can just feel it more sensual, and the movement became very like soft and light. I can keep my fingers maximum in tone. I can feel every single finger, every single muscle in my arm and in my body, in my back, and I can make it a little bit more kind of like heavier action. Also, you can have a speed change. You can bring your arm, for example, to the side with the same structure, out, and now you can bring it back with the slow motion. Or you can move your arm to the side slowly and bring it back. Yes, so it's all about the energy and depends on your current selling points and your feeling.
Dance Today continues to create entertaining and educational content because of the contributions from viewers like you. If you would like to donate to the channel, please click on the Patreon link in the description below. Thank you for your support.